Today, I have a very special treat. It's a new highball. I've made a few videos about highballs in the past, kind of making fun of them a bit. Low quality, and the trend's not over, but it certainly has hit the market quite hard. A lot of them are popping up of varying quality, but today, we have possibly the greatest highball to ever reach the Korean market. This is the Sonbijin, a gin and tonic. Keep it simple. I've always been a big proponent of Sonbijin. It comes from Tokki Soju. Brandon Hill, the head distiller there from New York, made soju over there. After distilling many other things, came here to Chungju, started making the Tokki Soju here, and decided to try his hand at the Sonbijin. Not a big gin guy, although I do appreciate the kind of flavors that it brings. But this Sonbijin, I've had it a handful of times, and every time I do, just mwah. Because it adds a bit of what makes Korean alcohol. And I was doing a little research. I knew that they use Korean stuff when they distill to impart certain flavors, right? But basically pine needles, omija, chonhyehang, citrus, chrysanthemum, licorice. These are things that you might not necessarily find in a British-style gin. So, that's been added to a can with some tonic water. And let's just go over quickly. So water and then Sonbijin, boom. Jeju edition. Hyangryo, so flavoring or aromas, but flavoring works. Citrus, hyang, and bito, hyang. So, let's get it open. It should be fairly clear. There may be the tiniest bit of straw kind of yellow to it, but I can't imagine there is too much of that. Should be fairly clear. Yeah. Gin and tonics aren't known for their vivid colors. I found this from actually Paul from Gorilla. He shared a picture of a fridge in a Pyeongjam somewhere. I said, what? So, I got this at the CU in Cheonan. If I can get it at the CU in Cheonan, you can definitely find it anywhere. Just keep looking at different CUs.
That's everywhere.
Alright, this clocks in, I should tell you the percent too. It's 6%. This is 12.5% Sonbijin, so 12.5 times 3, 36. It's about 40 milliliters, which is like a standard shot. So you're getting about a shot of that. So 6% alcohol, 12.5% by volume gin itself. I'm trying to figure out, they don't mention, because I'm looking up the gin, a key component of what makes gin as far as English gin goes is juniper. That's what makes gin taste like that. It tastes like pine sol or trees. That's juniper. With what they've done, and especially using the Jeju edition with Jeju edition, my flags start going off immediately like gyul citrus, right? And because they've canned it, it could just for shelf life, for extra flavor, they did mention that citrus hyang in here. So that's wonderful. A gin and tonic. This isn't like something that you get on the rocks at a bar, right? That you're gonna pay 11 or 12 for, like a nice one. Gonna get you drunk pretty fast. Being 6%, being in a smaller can, this is a bit more of like a relax. Have 3 of these and you'd be okay, right? These aren't 80 mils with 100 mils of tonic water that you're gonna start downing because it's mostly ice, right? Summer, citrus flavor. Cool can, not too overpowering. This is actually a very good marketing move as far as summer coming up. Hell, it was like 30 degrees today. It's here. But as far as an easy to drink, something that's quality too. It's in a can. There's some stuff in there that isn't necessarily like bartending at Southside Parlor. There is some polydextrose and stuff. But as soon as you prepare a drink that you mix and you want to can it and preserve it for a while, there are going to be 2 or 3 or 4 things in there that you're not going to get in a cocktail master championship at somewhere like Southside. But as far as a fridge at CU goes, I'm more than pleased with this. We walked a lot today. I'm happy. Not orange juice. Almost like in the Negroni, you'd put the peel over the essence of orange. Yeah. Citrus flavor, aroma of oranges. that still has, that's probably the pine needles then. There's that treeness of gin. There's no other way to explain it. If you've never had gin, then you won't understand. I'm assuming you have. The tree, the fresh pine juniperness of a gin is still in there. Cheers, but there's one more. Don't go anywhere. There's one more tonight. It's even better than this one. So give me 1 second. So, like I said, we've been walking a lot today. And we did stop by Dalmek Super. I love that place. I love everyone who works there. So, a long time ago I did a 4 for 100 video. And one of those cans was a black carrot sour from Tbilisi, Georgia. And the brewery's called Mego Brabi. And I love this. They're not afraid of putting fruit in their beers to a point where like it actually affects the thickness and the viscosity and consistency of the beer. We went in there and these were all in there. They had 3 of them. And my girlfriend picked one. It had peach, nectarine, apricot. And I looked at this one and I went, she's buying it. And I went, ooh, this one looks pretty good. But at the end of the day, it's not my choice. And so we went up and she was buying this one. And I said, I tried to get her to get the watermelon one, but for her. And even he said, the guy who works at Dalmek, he said, ooh, watermelon one's pretty good. Peach one, kind of herby taste. So we did end up getting this. Watermelon, huh? Watermelon, melon, and kamali. Kamali is a plum sauce that you'd use to like cook meats with in Georgia. Keep in mind, most of you probably know what I'm talking about. I don't mean the state of Georgia. Oh wow. Political science degree. It is a state. I don't mean the continental U.S. state of Georgia. I mean the country of Georgia, ex-Soviet Republic. It's like a plum sauce, and then, of course, it's not just plums, but it would be more on the tart plum side. And then they add things like dill and cumin and different herbs and salt and stuff like that into it. It's I think like plum sauce when you're a kid and you'd be dipping chicken nuggets in it, right? It's a very Americanized, North Americanized version. This would be like the similar idea of with meats and dipping and accompaniment to meat dishes. So we ended up getting this. It's called the Ginda, 4%. So actually this is not that strong. There's a lot of ingredients in here, but as far as the alcohol goes, that's not too bad. So barley malt, wheat malt, which are Germany and UK, oats UK, hops USA, and yeast USA. And then the watermelon, the melon, and the kamale. Yeah. I can't crack this open yet. I gotta wait for my better half. I just saw the color because I just poured some of it out for she who will not be on camera today, even though I tried. So, I'm getting a thumbs up though from behind the scenes. So it labeled it watermelon, melon, and then kamali in that order. So it could be that the watermelon's the most prominent one, but that's why I wanted to get it. Quick rehash, just quickly. The black carrot one, blood orange, tangerine, sea buckthorn, black carrot, kamali. And the strawberry one that we had was strawberry, cherry, and plum. So, watermelon, melon, plum sauce, essentially. Tikamale. Tikamale. Mali? Anyway. Oh, God. I could drink like a liter of this. What? Come tell the... I poured in her glass and said, tell me when. When? It wouldn't be fair to give you more.
I bought it.
I don't want to bang on forever about this. God, it really does.
Same impact that I tried first.
This had the same impact that this did. This blew our minds. This is the first Mego Brabi that we'd ever had. And we were like, whoa, Jesus Christ. That said, we got this to go at Dalmek. And even like the to go price is less. It was 18,500. Right, which is, it's not break the bank kind of money. But it is like, that's the territory of like special treat money. You know, I have like, every year I probably have 3 Mego Brebis. Again, it's not ridiculously expensive, but, you know, when you go and you can get 2 IPAs and a wheat beer in a small can for the same price, you have to weigh your options here, right? So yeah, I think in my entire life, I think I've had 6 of these. Yeah, so there's the triumvirate. This is really good though. There's not so much watermelon that's annoying. The sour balances it out, and then there's like the thickness, I think probably from the plum sauce, that also adds a bit of tartness to it too. But again, that the tartness doesn't overwhelm it either with too much sour. For a fruited sour, the sour doesn't hit you like a gose would, or like a regular sour beer, like the Solheim, which I love, but it very much is sour. The sweetness of the watermelon and the sourness of the souring process are like bang on balanced perfection. Yeah. Mom, I'm sorry. They're the same price. We could just exchange our tickets for Georgia. And tell my parents to meet us in Tbilisi. No, okay. I guess we'll go to Canada.